Welcome in to the Monday Morning Quarterback UK with your boys Ben, Dami and Bids. You'll notice no Kriski again today. Is he done running yet? It's been like a week. Anybody? No?
To be fair, he did it in under 12 hours.
It's quick, yeah.
Just 11:58.
The fact he did anything for 12 hours is ridiculous. Go on. Tell me something you would do for 12 hours. Go on, I'll wait.
Yeah, you throwing us both. Yeah.
I don't know what you were waiting for. I don't know what you want from me. But he's back in country now.
Yeah.
He's not running anymore.
Yeah, man. I think he's just chilling at a spa now, but he deserves it, man.
Yeah, he did well. He did do well.
Yeah, to remind everyone, he did an Ironman. So what's that? What are the 3 events again?
So it's a 3.8 kilometre swim.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying no, I would do it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that.
That took him what, hour and a half? Something
Yeah,
hour
so hour and 20. And then he did a 180 kilometre bike ride.
That took him what, 6 hours?
Yeah, around 6 hours. And then he did a marathon at the end.
Then he did a
and then
marathon.
just chucked a marathon on the back.
Yeah.
Just drop me another marathon.
So to do it all, I think he did the marathon in like 4 hours. So it wasn't that bad.
Do you know what I found the funniest of all of it? That app that we used to track him was quite cool. You could see him on the map and stuff.
Creepy, but yeah.
Oh, bare creepy. But the bit that I really enjoyed was the transition time, which is when he switches from one thing to the next. Yeah. One of them was like 12 minutes. I was like, "Are you good?" I think it was like, "I'm gonna need a minute to get like switch out of a wetsuit or something."
Oh yeah.
Must have just been. It's quite long, but I thought that was funny. Cool.
Yeah,
how's everyone? Yeah.
I'm good. Nothing else happened. Nothing compared to that. I'm good.
I just spent the entire time just tracking him. That was I spent my week tracking him.
Yeah, well, I did nothing. I spent it watching sport, like always. So yeah, another boring week for your old boy Dami.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Cool. Let's get straight into the juicy segments. Bids. Without Kriski, talk to us about our unknown player performances or rookie performances or, who the hell is that guy performance.
Right, I'll go for one. I only mainly know about it because I drafted him into my fantasy team this week because my team's been decimated. But I'm going to go for Josh Downs for the Indianapolis Colts. He was a top receiver for the Colts this week with 5 catches, 125 yards, 23.5 fantasy points. I mean, I still lost because the rest of my team's trash. But yeah, unknown performance, big catches. Only 5 catches, but he put in the yards, man.
Yeah, Michael Pittman just overshadowed Michael Pittman, who's been their number one for like 2 years now.
Exactly. So you got to be putting a big performance as a rookie to overshadow the number one receiver one. So
true.
That's mine. Josh Downs.
Yeah, and then the other one we had was Tyson Bagent. Who was in for the injured Justin Fields? Justin Fields. Yeah. This guy is a rookie out of which university, Dami?
Shepherd University.
Classic, yeah, and that storied institution known for pulling out Division II Heisman winners. Tyson Bagent, undrafted,
That's
just got called up.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, right? Like. Players who don't get drafted, people shop around after injuries or practical players leave and things like that.
Undrafted QBs?
Happens.
Yeah, but from Division 2, that is.
Well, he won the Heisman, so I guess they were like, we're not going to pay him anything.
Division 1 because he won a Heisman, he sort of jumps the...
Well, I think, you don't often shop Division 2 players. Most of the time, if you're good enough, you're probably going to transfer out of Division 2 into Division 1. So he's been quite fortunate there, but... good performance as well. Really good performance. Like
he was the best QB on the field.
Yeah, that is definitely true. But no, really good performance from Tyson Bagent as well. So 2 unknown players or rookie player performances. Next segment we will go into is our usual Colorado Buffaloes update. So this week they were on a bye, so not much to say this week. But next week they've got an interesting matchup against UCLA. So UCLA currently ranked 23rd. So I've had a look at some of the stats breakdowns. It's interesting because basically Colorado are a bit average defensively. They give up the most passing yards on average per game out of all of the college football teams.
What do you mean all?
All of the college football teams in Division 1. All Division 1 teams, they give up the most yards. 316 yards a game on average.
That is
way
too much.
Yeah. UCLA put up the fewest yards.
Oh, it's going to be a boring game.
Well, maybe not. They put up the fewest, but Colorado give up the most. But UCLA have got a good rushing defense and a good rushing attack as well. So, and Colorado are in the middle of the pack in terms of giving up yards. So on the ground. So I don't think they're like 87th in terms of yards per carry. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a fairly comfortable one for UCLA because they've got good defense.
What would that put Colorado's record to?
So currently they're 4-3.
Yeah, they're
so,
before
so 500.
Mid 4-4. The difficulty is they've got these are all really good teams.
They're playing,
yeah. Like I said, they've got 9 games, 9 games in a row against Power 5 conference teams, which means they're tough to beat. They're proper teams. So is what it is, but should be an interesting game all the same because Colorado Buffalo games, like we said before, are always interesting. They seem to play everyone close. So even though UCLA could comfortably beat them, theoretically, somehow Colorado stay in the game regardless. So could be interesting all the same. Let's move on to our games of the week. Dami, talk to us.
So for me, game of the week is the Bills versus the Patriots. The fact that the Bills lost to the Patriots were 1-5 coming into the game.
Embarrassing.
Bills were 4-2. I don't know what to say about the Bills after that game. I think I'll break it down maybe later on. But the fact that they lost, they were actually down. The Patriots, they were down 3 with 1 minute 58 seconds left, and they let Matt Jones go down the field on them and score a touchdown.
They look a different outfit without White and without Milano.
Yeah.
We said that before.
What position is they play?
They are linebacker and... Oh, White's the linebacker as well.
White's the linebacker.
So purely on their defenses, they got 2 big defensive players missing, and
but Milano's the cat, the main guy that calls the plays, organises everyone. That's a big loss.
What happens to the offense though?
Yeah.
Well, they still got up 25 against a good New England defense. But giving up 29 when they were the top defense in the league 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, I've been watching some recaps and some commentary on the Bills, and they're effectively saying with their injuries they can no longer really play man coverage as well as they used to, and then that's why they're getting scored on by the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots don't score 29 points against anyone, especially Mac Jones, right?
Maybe the Giants.
Leave my Giants alone.
Objectively funny.
Leave my Giants alone. But Josh Allen got outplayed by Matt Jones.
Embarrassing again.
I mean,
not my MVP.
Yeah. was he your MVP?
Who? Matt
Jones
Jones
at the start of the season. No.
Matt Jones.
Josh Allen.
No, Josh Allen would never be my. It would always be Patrick Mahomes.
He was Jenny's.
I mean, that doesn't really.
I've been digging her out about it. When he launched one into the ground because he completely missed through it, I was like, that's your MVP. She's like, why do you keep bringing this up? Because it's funny. She's like, because some of the way she was like, oh, imagine if he actually gets MVP. Imagine he plays well tonight and gets MVP. I'm like, all right, we'll see.
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd play that bad.
He didn't play that bad, but yeah, he got up.
He didn't play well.
Jones. Yeah. Sorry, Slick Money Mac.
Slick Money Mac.
And yeah, we can maybe have a conversation later about how they haven't really looked good since the Dolphins game. So, but yeah, Bids, your game of the week?
I'm going for Browns Colts.
Oh, yeah.
High scoring affair. This one ended 39-38. There was 4 fourth quarter lead changes, which I imagine doesn't happen often. And it went field goal, touchdown. And even the touchdown with on the 1 yard line 15 seconds ago, a couple of dodgy calls which got there was the so-called officiating.
Particularly with 2 teams that are known to be defensive teams, not particularly high-scoring teams. This was so weird. I mean, we'll get on to potentially why when it did come down to the defenses, but still, 39-30 is a lot. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Myles Garrett, I think it's about time to talk about him because, I mean, I had him down as my defensive player of the year. And he's got his little Funko Pop there. Yeah, he put in some a monster performance and some monster numbers. So 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 blocked field goal where he jumped over the whole D line
Crazy.
and jumped up and blocked the field goal.
That was a wild
300 pounds.
That's a wild play.
He's an athlete.
He's
He's a true athlete.
Have you seen the guy play basketball?
Oh yeah.
He can dunk.
He probably hovers though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, free. And 1 defensive pass.
Yeah,
Just a
monster
freak
game.
of nature.
I think what was surprising for me about this game is they gave up 38 to the Colts, and it was Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
And I was like, Gardner Minshew is probably the best backup in the league, but you only gave up 17 to Brock Purdy and the 49ers. You gave up 38 to the Colts. I was like, something wasn't computing in my head of how it happened. There was a lot of busted coverages, and I think there was one like chunk run play
And
with
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun Watson only played five snaps or made 5 passes.
Exactly.
yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And then he got injured again.
The thing is, he got injured for concussion protocol. Passed it, and they still didn't bring him back into the game.
Yeah, well, they said there was something wrong with his shoulder.
You could see him on the sideline, flexing his rotator cuff, but
it's because PJ Walker's playing better.
Yeah, they weren't risking it when PJ Walker's playing.
Yeah.
Like, he played well last week.
Significantly better.
Yeah.
But so Minshew deputised him for Richardson, who I think this happened in between the weeks where we found out Richardson is out for the season.
Yeah.
They elected to have surgery on his shoulder, so
it's a good move.
Yeah. Time will tell.
We said this at the start of the season, right? And I was like, is he going to be another RG3? Like, it's tough when you're that mobile and you're trying to develop a passing game. That's tough to do in the NFL. I don't know. I think he's going to have it's going to be a tough career, but he may figure it out. Like, he did play really well.
Yeah.
And the quarters that he played, how many quarters did he actually even play though?
Probably like 4.
No, he definitely played at least 5, but it's not. It might have been like 7 maybe at most.
Yeah. Because he got injured. Gardner Minshew played the whole game, and then he came back again, and then he got injured.
And he got injured again. Yeah, so 2 injuries in your first 3-4 games.
Yeah, it's
I know we
crazy.
compare him to Lamar, but and I think one of you was saying last week that they trust Lamar's more of a passer now. But he was just sitting in the pocket.
Yeah.
This week, blew out the Lions, but he was literally sitting in the pocket. Yeah. I was listening to the commentary, and they were saying Lamar a few years ago, he'd be off. Yeah. He was sitting in the pocket for 4 or 5 seconds. He had time, and he was looking around, pass for a touchdown. He would have been off.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Ravens have got a better O-line now, so he's actually protected, and he actually has a few seconds to make a decision. Yeah. And also, Munkin, the new coordinator, he wants him to throw it. They've got weapons. They've got weapons on the outside. Bateman. They've got Beckham. Of course, they've got Mark Andrews. They've got weapons.
Beckham's so irrelevant in this conversation.
Oh, come on.
Zay Flowers is.
Okay, sorry. I should have said Flowers, but
5.
Zay Flowers, Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews would be matters in this equation. Yeah. But they've clearly made a conscious choice, though, Lamar and the Ravens. They've clearly gone, look, Lamar clearly won this contract, but clearly as part of that he's gone, I'm going to protect myself more, and therefore we need to change the game plan around that. Whether that's come from the offensive coordinator, whether that's come from the coach, or whether that's come from Lamar himself, could even just have been an agreement between all 3 of them. Like, you're an expensive player now, we can't just have you running about getting injured all the time. Probably a joint decision because it also helps him with his money, helps him have a longer career. Yeah, sure. But no, really interesting game. I thought it was such a cool game to watch.
My part on that is just Minshew's slightly weird stats. So 15 of 23, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Wait, 305?
305.
Holy cow. He threw for 305?
305 yards.
Those averages are crazy.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, both he finished with a little shimmy. and 3 interceptions.
Oh, Lord. I didn't see he had 3 picks. Wow, there were a lot of picks in that game. That explains a lot about the score.
Yeah.
Lots of picks.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that many. I thought
it might have been 1 pick and 2 fumbles.
Yeah, because Garrett forced the fumbles,
Freak.
Yeah.
He's a crazy player.
They I don't know what these offensive line setups are. I saw one where where the Colts shifted the right tackle back a little bit, and put a tight end on the end to chip him. So they had a tight end ready to kind of do the initial block, and then had the right tackle ready once he was slow to kind of hold him up. But breezed right past them both. I was like, what are you even trying to do? Like, I could see that in theory, this guy was trying to chip him. He got like half a push on him, and he just just ran past him, and the right tackle tried to like hold him up and just jogged past him. I was like, this is...
They practiced it in a walkthrough. Where they walked through, in theory, this is going to happen. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, just... Yeah, it looked terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, very good game. Very good game. Just as a final... I mean, do you have anything else to add before I do the final?
No, there's a lot happened in the game, but go on.
I was going to say about... So we've talked... We gave our kind of predictions at the start of the year about Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, some of those. Defensive Player of the Year, I had TJ Watt. Who did you have?
Defensive player, I think it was TJ Watt.
Yeah, TJ Watt as well.
You had Michael Parsons.
Well, you might have
you or Kriski had Michael
But you had Miles Garrett, didn't you?
Yeah.
So right now, TJ Watt and Miles Garrett are 9-4. Michael Parsons is the favourite, still 2-1.
How?
I don't understand that at all. I don't know how that line makes any sense. Like how those odds make
playing
sense.
for the Cowboys.
It's got to be it, right?
It's playing for the Cowboys.
It makes no sense to me.
That's
Like, Miles Garrett is clearly better and has been better all year.
That's not... sorry, yeah.
Miles Garrett, I would rather have Miles Garrett every single day than Michael Parsons.
There's quite a few players in the in the league that have probably got better stats than Michael Parsons.
Yeah. I mean, TJ Watts has definitely been better.
But Max already got better stats than him.
Of that one game.
Yeah, it's like an error stat number. Like, I don't know about that. But
that was Joe's
like,
he said after he got 6, he's not going to get another sack. He got one in like the first minute of the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's never going to get. He's still not going to reach double digits, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He ain't going to get the sack leader, is he?
No.
TJ Watt will, man.
Yeah.
TJ Watt's that guy if he can stay healthy.
We'll
But
see.
weird. Anyway, moments of the... Wait, hold on. Whoa, sorry, I skipped over mine. Sorry. So, college one, we try and add a little bit of a college flavour each time. So, this time I've gone with USC against Utah. I don't know what's going on with USC, man. Like, I'm not going to get into every single stat of this game, but, I mean, Caleb Williams is out of the Heisman Trophy race. Like,
crazy.
He was favourite going into the season. He had a good first three games, and then it's just fallen apart. Their defense can't hold anybody. We spoke about it before. They're just letting people run past them. Yeah. They're not holding tackles. Like, everyone's breezing past them in the secondary. That front seven, I think, is okay, like I said before, but the defensive backs can't hold anyone. You're giving up 34 points, just against Utah. I know Utah are good, but they ain't that good. USC are done. They're out of the playoffs. You lost to Notre Dame last week. They've lost to Utah this week. Like, they're cooked.
What's their ranking now?
24th.
Wow.
Wait,
24th?
They're not about Colorado, are they?
Colorado. Colorado are cooked.
Yeah.
But they're behind UCLA. And UCLA lost like their whole... they lost their main running back. Did they lose their quarterback? Not sure, but UCLA aren't anywhere near as good as they were last year.
To the draft.
Their running back went, but they're nowhere near the team they were before. USC in theory were better this year. Yeah,
well, they're a really flawed team. Like
fundamentally, they just can't stop the pass, which is just Anyway, it is what it is. But I thought that was such a good game to watch as well. Like Caleb Williams just trying his best, but it's a bit.
Did he play poorly as well as the team play poorly, or what?
I mean, he didn't play that badly. I'm just going to double check his stats, but he didn't play that badly, I don't think. But you have to. It often comes down to quarterback wins as well.
Yeah.
So you have to be winning the games, otherwise it's a bit dread for you. Yeah. If you don't win them, it's a bit over. So he was 24 of 34 for 256, no passing touchdowns. Yeah. He did rush for a touchdown. He had 10 rushes, 27 yards. But like the Utah quarterback was 14 of 23, 235 and 3 touchdowns. And they ran his running back, Jackson. We had multiple running backs rush for loads of yards. One guy had 26 carries for 117. Jackson. Bucky had 9 carries for 68 yards. Barnes had 10 carries for 57 yards. Like all told, they ran for like 240 yards
on
USC. So even their front seven couldn't hold him this week.
Yeah,
just rough. And Bucky had 149 in the air, 2 touchdowns. So Bucky had a crazy day. Yeah.
I don't know if Lincoln Riley's ever going to change, but he needs to figure out a way to get talented defenders.
Is that coach?
Yeah, it's like the coach. Get talented defenders, or come up with a scheme that will mean they're actually winning games, which they should do with the quality of quarterback they have.
Yeah, something's not right either with the coaching. Like we spoke about before, like the scheme, the coaching, or the players, and something isn't right. And I think they're saying it's the players, but how do you not wrap a player up? Like I know there's got to be some coaching elements to that for me, and potentially a little bit of scheme, but something's not working. I think they'll eventually figure it out, but Lincoln Riley's never had a great defense. His Oklahoma teams used to give up points. They were always in shootouts.
Yeah.
So it might just be the way he plays, but you can't do that if you don't have an elite offense. His Oklahoma team was always like top 5 in the country. This USC team is not quite that good. Obviously, Caleb Williams, again, like bumps that up quite a lot, but still.
What happens at the end of the season? Because obviously there's talk of him not wanting to go to certain teams in the draft, or wanting to essentially have some say in the teams that he gets drafted to.
Yeah.
What if he has a flop season, and then what does that mean for the draft? Will he still go into the drop down?
Nah, he'll still go first.
Yeah.
He'll still go first.
I think it's all talk, man. He's not going to have a say in anything. He's a rookie. It doesn't matter how good he is.
You can have some level of say. So you can try and negotiate through your agent getting a team to trade up for you. You could also negotiate with the team who are going to pick first to be like, look, this isn't going to work. Just, I'm not that good. Go for Drake May. Like, I don't think that happens like that. But you can try and kind of push teams either way to be like, look, just don't draft me. I don't think it's a good fit. Like, move me on because I don't think it's going to work. And if you traded away from Caleb Williams, you would get so much for him. So that is the other thing, is if you get the first overall pick, you might actually be like, this may not be a good fit for us because he's not the starter quarterback we want, which, I mean, pretty unlikely. He seems to be able to do just about everything. But they might try and then trade away because, I mean, you'll get so many. I mean, how much did Carolina give up to get Bryce Young? We said, was it 2 first, 2 second, and DJ Moore to the Bears? Caleb Williams would be worth 3, 4, 5 firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a franchise quarterback, right?
Yeah, he's
for 20 years.
Outside of Trevor Lawrence, people are basically saying it's between him and Trevor Lawrence for the easiest decision to make as a first choice ever. Trevor Lawrence was a locked-on first overall pick
From high school.
Yeah, they were like, this guy's going first overall for sure.
From high school?
Yeah, they knew from high school.
Yeah, they knew he was going to be nuts.
When did he get drafted? 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Jags 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, this is his third year.
Yeah.
Was he a starter first year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to start Blaine Gabbert.
I don't know who that is.
He's a backup QB for the Chiefs now.
Yeah.
And in his first game, he threw like 2 picks in the first 5 passes.
Blake Balls.
Solid.
Oh, Blake Balls.
Seen so many Blake Balls jerseys at the games these days.
What's that about?
Well, because when the Jags started playing games over here, Blake Balls was their quarterback for like the first 5 games they played. Garbage. I mean, he wasn't that bad, but garbage. They weren't that good a team. They had like one good year, and that was mostly because their defense was like top 2.
I only heard of Blake Bortles because have you ever watched The Happy Place?
Yeah.
That guy used to talk about Blake Bortles all the time. And I could tell he was trash just from the way he spoke about him.
I honestly can't hear the word Blake without Blake.
Or Balake.
Alright, let's move on to our moments of the week. Dami, talk to us. What did you like?
So I'm going to be greedy here. I've got 2 moments of the week.
Of course you do.
So my first one is Devin Witherspoon tackle on Rondale Moore.
Oh!
If you saw that. I mean...
We'll go post the clip.
Yeah, we'll post the clip.
Check Instagram.
Yeah.
So very similar to the Jabril Peppers hit stick tackle. Yeah, it was just... there's something about how violent it was. That was just magic.
He looked so mad with him. Oh, yeah, we'll post the clip on Instagram, so check socials now. But
the perfect time and perfect velocity, everything.
He got back up, though.
Yeah, he did.
He got back up. I was surprised.
I mean, it's getting clipped anyway. You can't stay down from that.
Yeah, so that was one moment of the week. And then my second one, I don't know if you guys saw this. It was Kyle Pitts caught the ball behind his back and then it was able to drag it onto his hip and then stiff arm like 2 defenders and nearly got a first down. I think anything from it.
It pisses me off though.
What?
Pisses me off because I'm like, who are you? Are you actually this good, or are you just part time? Like, I honestly don't know. Like, are you that guy, or are you just some guy who sometimes does something crazy and is like, we don't really want that guy in our team because just he'll do something crazy, but he'll show up, he'll turn up missing in like 80% of the games he plays.
You have to bear in mind his two quarterbacks have been Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, like, Desmond Ridder threw for like what, 240 in that game?
It's Desmond Ridder.
All right.
Which game was what? Yesterday's game.
He threw for like 240.
Yeah, do you want a cookie?
I'm pretty sure in London they didn't target him once.
Carpets might. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't target him once.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I don't understand. Is he just not getting open?
Yeah,
he's getting no separation.
No, he's getting open.
The fact he's having to make these catches is because he's not open and he's just getting gripped.
Or Desmond Ridder is throwing it behind him and he's having to So those were my two moments. What about you, Biz?
I'm gonna go in honor of National Tight End Day. Just tight ends in general. I think I spoke about them a couple of weeks ago as well. But I think they all knew it was National Tight End Day and they all showed up. I don't know whether they all agree with the quarterback pre-game that you need to get me that ball. I didn't show up.
Yeah. My
fans are watching. But just some notable tight end performances. I think Mark Andrews played. Did they play on Sunday as well? Did they play?
Yeah, they played on Sunday.
So Mark Andrews, 4 catches, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki for the Patriots game-winning touchdown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was a nice play call. Nice play design.
I don't know about that. Matt Jones tried to join in as well.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah. Dalton Kincaid, 8 catches, 75 yards. David Njoku, 5 catches, 54. Obviously, Kelsey was playing against me this week. 12 catches, 179 yards, 1 touchdown.
He was at 160 in the first half.
Yeah.
And then he got injured, didn't he? So he was out for like a few series.
That's
179 yards.
But 160 in the first half. He had 11 catches in the first half.
It's insane how he's always open.
The consistency is crazy.
He's
so open.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how he does it.
You were talking about how people can stop
the Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill. How do you stop this man?
You can't. Pure athletic ability and intelligence on the field. Yeah. He finds a soft spot in the zone. They talk about it every single time. He has such a rapport with Patrick Mahomes that he will just do whatever he wants. He'll run a route and then he'll be like, okay, fine, this has gone on longer than 2 seconds. Alright, cool. Now all I need to do is find a gap in this defense and just sit there.
But it's like everyone else's route is like a line that goes over here, you cut this way, you cut that way. It's like his is just a line, a quick line, like you said, like 1-2 seconds. If not,
run some circles,
just freestyles.
Yeah. It's insane. He's unblockable, unguardable. No one seems to be able to actually stop him.
Yeah.
Unless you injure him.
Yeah, and the final one who had big numbers is Darren Waller, who Dami traded away. Didn't even trade away.
He just dropped him. I tried to pick him up in like the 8th round. Yeah. Dami dropped him, and I was like, "Thank you, Dami."
Darren Waller, 7 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown.
Nice.
And even some of the young tight ends. So we've got Sam Laporta, rookie tight end,
he's
looking
balling out.
Really good. Kyle Pitts actually had a good game showing up for the National Tight End Day. Dalton Kincaid mentioned, Dawson Knox. Weird that they basically share the position. They're both rookies or
no. Dawson Knox been around. Dalton Kincaid's a rookie. Dalton Kincaid was one we spoke about earlier in the season about how they really like him.
Yeah.
And that they thought that they were going to play a lot. I was saying they were planning on playing a lot of 2 tight end sets. Because Dawson Knox is really good. They're both good pass catchers and actually both decent blockers as well. So they got some talented tight ends in Buffalo.
Michael Mayer for the Raiders.
Yep.
Raiders, and Luke Musgrave. So there's a lot of them.
He's a good tight end for the Packers.
Musgrave looks good. Yeah, he looks alright.
He's good.
So a lot of them showed up.
He took a shot in that game.
From Kareem Jackson.
He got ejected.
Immediately.
Yeah, he's going to get suspension.
Of course he is. He popped him.
We spoke about him before.
Yes, he was.
The same guy who's rocking.
He was the one who did Logan Thomas. Against the
What's his beef with tight ends?
I don't know,
man. But he's going to be in some trouble.
Yeah.
He's been fined north of $100,000 now so far this season already.
Yeah.
Through 6 games?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
7 games.
Yeah, and Dallas Goddard had a big game in the late night. What do they call it? Late night game.
Sunday night game.
Sunday night game.
Yeah.
And then you got TJ Hawkinson is playing tonight. But big numbers from the big Titans. I want George Kittle as well.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I need him not to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
He gets a touchdown. It's over for me. I know. I know this.
Yeah, so that's my moment of the week is National Titan Day.
Nice. So my one is the wild deflected catch from Jordan Love to Jaden Reed. I don't know if you guys saw this. We'll post that clip as well, so check it out on Instagram as well. But Jordan Love tries to throw it to Romeo Dobbs, and Romeo Dobbs tries to catch it and just fumbles it all over the place, and it lands just directly in the arms of Jaden Reed. It was ridiculous. Like they were like in commentary, they were like, "If you didn't see this, you're not going to believe what just happened." Like he's tried to catch it and somehow like slipped through his arms and taken like a 45-degree angle away from him and just landed in Jaden Reed's arms. And he's like, "Cool." In the end zone, just touchdown. Like crazy. That was nuts. So yeah, we'll post that on socials as well because that was such a weird play. I mean, I liked it, but I mean, still lost, but I liked it. Anyway, right. Favourite segment of the week. Dami, which direction are we going in on your fix-up list? Are we going negative or are we going motivational?
Or negative? What direction?
Negative again? Or?
Okay, so one is negative. Right. Two are inspirational / negative. So it's pretty much negative all the way. Yeah.
Alright, talk to us.
Alright, so Buffalo Bills, they need to fix up. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 games, and they really should have lost to the Giants if it wasn't for bad clock management and a player forgetting how many downs he had. So their offense has just fallen off a cliff. They scored 48 against the Dolphins, and then they scored 20 against the Jags, and then they scored 14 against the Giants. And yeah, they scored 25 against the Patriots, but people put up 30 plus against the Patriots this season. And they're looking really bad in the first half of games now as well. Like, they're not able... I should give them credit because at halftime they seem to find some adjustments and they improve. But in the first half, you can't keep performing as badly as you are in the first half and then making it up in the second half. I mean, I think against the Bills and Jags, they also had a bad first half as well. Yeah. So it's really weird why they're performing so badly. To be honest, I shouldn't be surprised because part of Josh Allen's makeup is that he is a bit of a roller coaster. He's not consistent. Sometimes he has really good games. Sometimes he has bad games. But just looking at the division, they're currently 4-3, and after Thanksgiving, the 3 games they have after Thanksgiving are the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys.
Oh, their schedule is brutal until the end of the season.
They could lose those 3 games, right?
Yeah, their schedule is rough.
Before that, they have 4 games. So they have the Bucks, who have a decent defense.
Yeah.
They've got a resurgent Bengals.
Yeah, that Bengals game's pretty easy.
Whopped them. Whopped them. What? Okay. Yep, not whopped.
Carry on.
And then they have the Broncos, so that's a bye. And then they have, and then they're playing the Jets, who they already lost to.
Beat the Packers.
Yeah, and really, are we going to talk about Jordan Love? Yeah, let's not. So honestly, like they need to win at least 3 out of those 4 next games, or else they could be struggling to even make the wild cards. I'm being deadly serious.
Didn't you have them to be 13 wins? 14 wins?
No, I had the Dolphins. I had them barely making the playoffs.
Roll the tape.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Show me some receipts. I want to see some stuff. We're going to add that because I want to see some stuff. I remember this guy being like, everyone's going to get wins. You get wins. I was throwing them out like Oprah, man. He was like, Miami's getting wins. These guys are all getting wins.
Like Oprah.
He was throwing them out there.
No, I had the Dolphins winning the division and the Bills.
I think you only had that by 1. I think you had the Dolphins getting like 13-14, and then you had... and the Bills getting also like 13-14, but you thought Miami would take it maybe on head-to-head.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Roll me some tape.
Yeah, but anyway, the Bills are struggling right now. They really need to fix up.
Those fixtures are crazy as well, by the way. Just to keep on that theme, because I was just looking through them. So they got, like you said, Buccaneers that's not an easy game. Yeah. Bengals is a really tough game. Broncos, okay, you assume they win that. Jets looking a lot better.
Yeah, they already lost to them.
Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots, who they just lost to, and the Dolphins.
Wow.
Realistically,
yeah, it's not looking good.
Half those games are wins?
Yeah.
At best.
And with those injuries on defense.
And especially on the current form.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Do the Jets take second now?
I mean, they're not far from it. And also, they've got the head-to-heads. So, so we'll see.
Zach Wilson, yeah.
I mean, Zach Wilson was there when they beat the Bills. So, and he's not making mistakes. He's not making turnovers. He's not playing that badly. They're winning not because of him, but then he's not costing them anything, right?
Yeah.
So as long as he plays like that, that's what I was saying about Matt Jones. Don't cost your team the game. Just do it simple.
Yeah.
And the Patriots will find a way to win because Bill Belichick is just the greatest coach ever.
Does find a way to make it work. I mean, 2-5, but still.
Yeah.
Got his 300th win.
Yeah, no, congratulations to him, man. That's incredible.
That's a lot of wins.
That's a lot of games. Because how many games has he lost? How many games has he lost as well? So to get to 300. But yeah, so Buffalo Bills, please fix up. Number 2.
That was just number 1.
Derek Carr, man. The way he was cussing out all his receivers.
Olave was doing some. He was doing some madness.
Don't get me wrong.
His control stopped.
Don't get me wrong.
His control stopped.
No, don't get me wrong. Like the Saints receivers were acting a fool in that game, but Derek Carr, I'm sorry, you're not playing that well in order to almost be dog cussing every player in your team. Yeah. You are not playing well enough. Even when they are open, you're missing the throws. And what's killing me is that Ben looks like a genius for having Alvin Kamara in his team because we're in a PPR fantasy league, and it's because Derek Carr is literally dinking and dunking to Alvin Kamara from the 3 to 4 yards away from the line of scrimmage.
He got like 90 yards off like 12 grabs in that game. I've been telling you about Alvin
ridiculous.
Kamara.
I'm sorry, Alvin Kamara is not the only receiver in the Saints team.
Apparently he is.
And this is a really dumb stat. He's 5 receptions away from being their leading receiver. He's only played 4 out of the 7 games. This is because every time Derek Carr looks up, he just goes, Alvin Kamara's there, I'll just check it down to him.
Sounds like a good play.
It's not, because they're not very good.
Yeah, it's not working.
It's not very good.
On the record.
It's not working.
They're still under 500, so it's not working that well.
I mean, that division is garbage though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it's the Falcons are leading the division now, right?
4-3, yeah.
Yeah, 4-3.
Absolute trash.
I mean, the Bucks were 3-1 at one point, and they've kind of
you were singing their praises how amazing they were. They're fine.
I thought they were better than the Falcons. Sue me.
It's all a bit of a mess.
the division's a mess. Yeah. And then my last one is Derek Carr's former team, Las Vegas Raiders. They're second in the AFC West, so they're actually not doing too bad. But the fact you lost to Tyson Bagent, who came from D2 school. How do you lose to a rookie like Tyson Bagent? The thing is, they didn't lose. They got blown out.
Yeah, that was
30-12.
That was rough. Yeah,
30-12.
Yeah,
I mean, I know the Bears have actually had some good games, but that was with Justin Fields, and he was throwing dimes. But Tyson Bagent, he threw it for 162 yards, and Dante Foreman ran all over you guys. The lack of physicality there to get run all over is just appalling.
Why is Ada Stein Dante Foreman, man?
It's because I told her to, man.
You're a clown.
I told her to. But yeah, I mean, that's a brutal loss. Brian Hoyer looked horrible. Aidan O'Connell didn't look much better.
The only thing, though, I would just add there is we often see this with rookie quarterbacks or quarterbacks where you don't have much film. Is because you've got no film, you've got no way of preparing for them, really. You can prepare for the rest of the team, like DJ Moore and theoretically Dante Foreman, but they did a lot of, when I was looking at Transformers, they did quite a lot of like quick outs. They ran the ball quite a lot, but they were doing some screen passes. They were putting Transformers in weird places. Like, they gave Agent quite easy moves like you'd expect, but you can't prepare for him. You don't know his signals, you don't know his cadences, you don't know his body language. It's really hard for defensive players to prepare for him. So that's the only thing I would say. I mean, blowing them out is absolutely nuts. Like, you can't, I mean, 100% they need to fix up. The only thing I would say is, I'm not surprised that they won that game.
Yeah.
I am surprised they won it by 18.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. But I'm not surprised they won. The Bears are sneaky better than people think, and the Raiders are worse than their record suggests, I think, as well. But, 18 is crazy, and you definitely need to fix up off that. Brian Hoyer is pure garbage. There's loads of film on that guy, and it's all trash.
How old is he? He's 38 now.
I mean, he's got to be at least 40.
That was 13 straight losses for him as a start.
Yeah.
There's so much film on him, and it never gets better.
You might as well just give it O'Connell.
Yeah.
Oh, that was... Wait, when didn't he play? Didn't he get sacked like 45 times?
Yeah, so
45.
Yeah, Hoyer is 40. It's 30.
John, the funniest thing is they're still above the Chargers in the division.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to last, though.
No, of course it's not going to last. Yeah, that is rough.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. All right, Bids, talk to us. Who have you got on the picks? Have you got anyone for us this week?
I'm going to be like Dami, and I've got a couple.
Oh, nice.
So first one, I think mine last week was kickers in general. Again, there was some terrible performances, but Brett Mayer, Maher again, just trash.
I'm just going to drink mine.
Ben Adam as his starting kicker. I mean, mine got 0 points. So Riley Patterson, he didn't even get an opportunity
to kick.
Brett Maher 1 of 3. I mean, the ones he missed were both 50 plus yards, but still.
Oh, they were trash though. One of them was just
really
skewed aggressively.
Hooked. Yeah, it's like, if you want to see some hook shots again, watch Dami and Ben try their attempts. But it was that bad.
It was more of a slice.
Yeah. Brett Maher fix up, and then the next one is Lions, and as I mentioned, Riley Patterson didn't get an opportunity because they scored 6 points in the whole game, went for a 2-point conversion, didn't even go for the field goal, and missed. Missed.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That's a tough game.
Oh, it was trash. They got blown out by the Ravens. No one expected that.
No.
It would be a good close game.
Yeah, we had it as one of our games of the week potentially. Of how
not like this though.
The Ravens are very good.
Yeah.
Ravens always seem to come in a bit underrated. Like, is it Chris Broussard's got them going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like, their defense is
good.
Top 3 in everything.
Yeah. Offensive line looks good as well.
Offensive
line has got a lot more time.
Yeah. And he's throwing that ball well.
Yeah.
He's throwing it well. He's got good weapons.
Yeah, he's got fine weapons, but he's making it work a bit more like Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's got a great tight end and some other guys. Like, Zay Flowers is obviously, but Zay Flowers is a rookie.
Good receivers.
Are they?
Yes.
Who? Which ones?
Oh, right. So you said Flowers.
Yeah, but
I think Bateman's a good receiver.
He's a good receiver.
He's no Tyreek Hill, but he's a good receiver. Odell Beckham Jr. still has some explosiveness in him.
Yeah, but he gets injured every game.
And does he even still get any catches?
He got quite a few. I think he got quite a few in
really?
Yesterday's game.
No, he's good.
He's overrated.
He's good.
And Aguilar?
Yeah. I'm not talking about Nelson Aguilar.
I don't know, man. It feels like he's throwing to some pretty garbage players. I like Zay Flowers, but that's a rookie.
Yeah.
Okay, who's receiving talent's better, Kansas City or Ravens? Yeah, it's Rogue, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens probably take it because they got Zay Flowers. They have a legitimate tight end, a good tight end, receiving tight end, and a legitimate number 1.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have a tight end and some other guys. They brought back McCall Hardman, man. Yeah. They were like, this can't run. We need someone else back.
Did you see his punt return though?
Yeah, crazy.
Great punt return.
It's nice. It's good.
I mean, he literally ran it back all the way to where the punt happened.
I'm not surprised that they brought someone back. It was just whether they were going to try and get Juju Smith-Schuster or McCall Hardman because it wasn't working.
Oh no, Juju Smith.
Their receiving stats are nuts because Gus Edwards, running back, 1 reception, 80 yards.
That was that chunk play. Yeah, that was
Where
busted.
was the secondary, man? They just turned up missing.
That play was busted.
I had Gus Edwards. I drafted Gus Edwards, and then I dropped him.
So I put in Keontae Ingram in because I need last minute. I was trying to put the motivate. Went to a service station just before the game, and then I was flashing around. I put in Keontae Ingram. I was panicking out. I had Gus Edwards in at one point. Yeah, I even had Kareem Hunt in at one point as well.
Oh.
Damn.
Did Ingram even play?
No. Well, I don't know if he played. He got 0 points. So. Zay Flowers 4 receptions, 75 yards, and Odell 5 receptions, 49 yards. So
okay, he got 5
average of 9.8.
Fair enough. Okay, he
almost
was
the first down every.
Okay, he was present.
He was present.
He was present in that game.
Okay.
Wow.
Participate.
Yeah.
No love for Odell.
I just think he's overrated.
Yeah.
I think he's overrated.
And my last one is.
Wait, I thought you said how many we got here?
Don't worry about it. I said a couple.
You got 45 of them.
This is the last one. Chargers in the second half of games.
What are we doing?
Chargers have gone scoreless in the second half of games twice in the last 3 years.
He's trying to just breeze past that little voice break because
I am so sorry. A team in the whole second half of games.
Yeah, man. Chargers in the second half of games.
I'm trying to compose myself. Dami's gone. Alright, Chargers in the second half of games.
Control yourself, man.
Oh, no,
What's my voice breaks?
Second half of games. Alright, Chargers in the second half of games.
Yeah, man. They went scoreless again.
Yeah. Chiefs defense is not.
Maybe it picks up. Why are you cruising so much? Like it's funny.
Bro, those Chiefs have not given up more than 20 points in a single game this season. 6-1. They didn't even give up more than 20.
I was stunned that they even scored 17 on the Chiefs in that first half. Yeah. I was stunned. I was like, they're moving really well on the Chiefs.
Yeah, it started off looking like it was going to be a shootout, and I think we mentioned it could be a shootout, and then it wasn't.
I don't know, because in the first quarter and then maybe sometimes in the second quarter, you almost have scripted plays that you know you're going to run before the game starts.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, teams make adjustments, and then you've got to make adjustments on the fly to those adjustments.
Exactly.
What seems to happen is Kellen Moore is not making adjustments, and Justin Herbert it looks like he can't even think for himself, and he's just following the play calls to the letter, and it's just not working.
He looks confused after when you see him on the sideline. You just get like.
Yeah.
That's true. But listen to this. Okay, the Lions put up 21, but then the Jags 9, Bears 10, Jets 20, Vikings 20, Broncos 8, Chargers 17.
They're a good defense, man.
Like they're solid.
Yeah.
But no points in the second half at all.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
For the second time in 3 games.
Yeah, that's busted. Fair enough.
Part of me doesn't think. So, I don't think Justin Herbert's that guy.
Really?
I think he's super talented. I think he's incredibly talented, but part of me just thinks he's not that guy. To be fair, he hasn't had the best situation in terms of coaching, and now he's got Kellen Moore.
Defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's a good coach, so maybe he'll improve. But I just look at Justin Herbert, like he's below 500 for his career.
I hear a bold take coming. Is he getting dropped?
Yeah. Oh, for who? Who is it?
I don't even know.
I don't know, man, but is he getting dropped?
No,
getting traded?
No, he's not getting dropped. No.
I want to hear a juicy take.
No. The guy's super talented, but he needs to fix up.
Sound like you were digging him out for a minute.
Literally.
I mean, I
You
did.
basically put him on your fix up list and then said, "Yo, he's super talented."
I don't even want to add anyone this week because you're not just digging everyone out. I'm not adding to the pile. You've already said a lot, so we'll move on. Bids, give us a brief injury update. What's the latest going into next week?
I had a lot of the doubts and outs for this week. Just quick couple. Justin Fields, fractured thumb, didn't play. Jimmy Garoppolo broke his back, so he didn't play. Dave Montgomery out. Obviously, he's in my team again. But Kyler Murray, good signs that he is. I think he's back in full practice or limited practice now. So
limited.
He's interested to see how that conversation goes with Dobbs. See if
he's getting a lot of airtime on the sidelines. Like there's a lot of cameras following him.
But Dobbs seems to be scrambling at all the time.
He's running for his life.
Yeah. But Deebo Samuel's out again. My team. Trent Williams is doubtful for tonight's game for 49ers.
That's very interesting.
CMC
he
as well.
Play.
CMC is, I think, I'm not sure if he's doubtful or questionable. I think he's doubtful.
Yeah.
With his oblique injury. DK Metcalf got ruled out just before.
Just 5 minutes before the game. I was scrambling.
Yeah. We mentioned Richardson out for the season.
Yes.
Kyron Williams, rookie running back who had a breakout.
I think his second year.
He's
second year.
This is his breakout year.
His breakout season, and then gets injured. And I think our ACL count pre-week 7 is up to 24.
Wow.
The latest being Chargers safety Raheem Lane. Against the Cowboys.
Damn.
24, so we'll see how that number ticks on.
Damn.
In game, I think the biggest injury in game was Mohamed Ibrahim, who dislocated his hip.
Hideous.
In a big tackle, so he's out for the season. That is
that's brutal.
That was hideous.
So he's a punt returner.
I think
running back punt returner.
He got
destroyed.
It's hard to watch.
Destroyed. Just to wrap through the rest, Jalen Waddle had back spasms, but came back into the game. Nick Bolton fell on his wrist, so he got that wrist injury. Bad. It did look bad. I had to watch it a couple of times, but
it's like he knew straight away that he had done something bad to it.
Players can often tell, They're so experienced. They've been around the game a long time. They've experienced injuries.
Especially if you've had a couple of injuries as well. Especially in that part of your body, you'll know. You got bad, you got bad.
And it's huge because he's probably been their best player on defense this year. And it's a shame.
Jerome Ford was like a high ankle sprain. So a couple weeks out there.
Wait, Nick Chubb and Jerome Ford now?
Little Kareem Hunt.
That's all they've got left.
Deshaun Watson. We mentioned him earlier. He cleared concussion protocol. Apparently, it was the shoulder keeping him out and not just being trash.
He didn't get benched.
I'm not gonna lie. There feels that there's something cosmic happening to him.
He's done. I don't know what you're going for, but he's done.
I think you know what I'm going for. There's something cosmic about how his career is just falling off.
Well, he's done.
Yeah,
he's not the same player.
It's just written. Like he's just not going to be that guy anymore.
He's not.
You know what I found funny? So it looked like he was just standing on the sideline next to the offensive coordinator or the coach, I think. And then the cameras panned to him. I don't know whether he could see it on like the Jumbo shot, but they started panning to him. He was standing there, and then he saw it. It was like started moving his shoulders. That's why you're out. Not just these little drops.
Oh man, that's rough.
Luke Musgrave mentioned earlier got that late, or was it late hit, or was just a head-to-head hit, or helmet to helmet. He went over on his left ankle, so he didn't even get checked for concussion protocol, which is strange.
He should have been.
I don't think
that was a heavy hit.
I've never seen a tackle that I would suggest more gets checked for a concussion protocol.
I don't think he did. He might have, but from what I saw, he didn't. But he went over his left ankle. You could see it because he sort of caught it, it was falling, and then he got smashed to the face and fell on his ankle. Kareem Jackson again. Christian Watson, concerns of a knee injury. Again, we always say ACL, MCL, meniscus. Questionable. We'll see what comes out of that. Saquon Barkley, he was out of the game briefly after hyperextending his elbow, which sounds like it hurts. That sounds like it hurts so much.
That shouldn't.
So he came back with a splint, but or a brace, but apparently low risk. And then Austin Eckler had a minor ankle injury, but came back into the game as well.
He didn't look right that whole game. He couldn't get through that. I'm not going to get into his stats, but they weren't good. It was like one reception for 5 yards. One reception for 1 yard. They just ate him up.
Not good. Yeah, that's the quick round.
Lots of injuries.
Yeah.
Cool. So next week's games, Dami, nice and quickly.
Yeah.
Game of the week this week coming up. What do you like and why?
So I am going to go for Commanders versus Eagles.
Starting at what time? 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. Yeah,
man. So just in case you didn't know, our clocks change in the UK, but in the US they don't until the following week. So we get all the games an hour earlier, which is juicy. Means all the games are much earlier. It means we can watch an extra hour of American football without having to stay up until 4 a.m. You just have to stay up till 3. Sensational news. Sensational news. I love it so much. Anyway, talk to us, Dami. Commanders Eagles.
Yeah, well, in the game earlier on in the season, the Eagles barely beat the Commanders, scoring a field goal from Jake Elliott in overtime to win the game after Sam Howell went down the field in like the last few seconds to score a touchdown.
Nice.
So yeah, I think divisional matchups, they're always good games to watch. They're normally quite tight. So yeah, I think that'll be a great game.
Awesome. Bids, what do you like?
Mine, I don't think it'll actually be game of the week, but I think it'll just be interesting. Panthers against Texans. It's number 1 against number 2 pick.
I like that story. I like that story.
It'll be it'll be like a shootout because they're going to be trying to impress.
Yeah.
And with CJ Stroud outperforming Bryce Young so far this season significantly, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
For me, I like Cowboys Rams. I think Cowboys have been a little bit overrated. I think the Rams have been a little bit underrated. I think these are two relatively evenly matched teams, and Cowboys maybe slightly better, but I like the look of that matchup. Puka Nacua is still doing his thing, even with it's crazy. He just finds space.
Yeah. He's big. I mean, he's like 6'2", 6'3". He doesn't look it. He's just so quick.
He's a big boy.
Covers so much ground.
He had one play where it was where he caught it like 12, 13 yards away from the end zone, went through two tackles, went straight through 2 Pittsburgh defenders, bam, bam, carried on and nearly made it to the end and got to like 6. A third or fourth guy took him down. So I like the look of that, and I think sneaky Rams could take that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So let's move on to one of my favourite segments. I really like this one. Is Bold Take. Dami, what's your bold take? Have you got any for us this week?
So if any of you listened to last week's episode, Bids spoke about a lot of teams possibly looking for new quarterbacks in 2024. So my bold take is kind of piggybacking off that, and I think the Packers are going to end up trading up to draft their franchise QB in 2024. Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan Love is not the guy.
Okay.
Do you know what? He started off well, and I was like, okay, the guy can throw. He's a rookie. Well, effectively, this is his rookie year.
Yeah.
So he's going to make mistakes. But every game that goes on, I just see that he doesn't have it.
People got tape on him now.
Yeah.
People got tape on him.
He doesn't have it. He's not hitting that deep pass like I thought he would for a young guy, and then he's underthrowing passes because he thinks he can get defensive holding, defensive pass interference because they're not turning around on it. But then it's just leading to interceptions. Yeah, he's literally throwing interceptions in every game, and it's like if you're throwing interceptions in every game as a rookie when probably the play call is not that aggressive yet because they're just trying to get you to gain good habits. I don't see it looking good in the future for him. So,
be interesting to see if they can coach him past the point of teams have got film on you now. Right now, can you change up your game? Can you still beat the defense? But that's a bold take. Okay, cool. I love that. Yeah. Nice.
Is the Packers one of the? I'm just looking out. The Packers one of the teams he said he is willing to go to.
I don't know. I haven't looked at his list, but I mean the Packers are a big franchise.
Yeah,
I don't see how you could say no to the Packers.
No, no one would say no.
There's only like 5 teams on it. I can't find it. I'll find it.
No, I don't see how you can say no to the Packers.
Bids, talk to us. Bold take.
Right. So mine evolved as I was thinking about it because the first one I thought you'd think was too crazy. So my first one is Travis Kelce, not only the best tight end in the league, the best player in the league. Because when everyone talks about the best player in the league, it just defaults to which quarterback's performing the best. But why?
So
the cogs are spinning.
So I think if we're going to actually answer that question with the credit it deserves, you need to think of it as you rate players based on other players in their position, and then how big is the gap in ability between like the first and the second. You might be onto something there.
Whilst Patrick Mahomes is breathing, I disagree with you, but damn, that's a good point.
But Patrick Mahomes looks so good because of him.
Rashee Rice, he made a lot of players look good last year.
Yeah.
But I don't hate that take at all. I'd love, that's interesting. Trent Williams is sensational as a left tackle.
Yeah.
You got Christian McCaffrey at running back.
Defensive players don't really get talked about in that same light as well. When you talk about who's the best player in the league, everyone's going to default to a quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. TJ Watt is sensational. Miles Garrett is clearly unbelievable. Aaron Donald is nuts. Yeah, it's because there's more of them playing in that role. Like,
true.
There's more pass rushers. There's more like that. Like we were talking about 2 tight end sets for Buffalo. You ain't playing 2 quarterback sets unless you're Chase Arm, and that doesn't really count. Okay, cool. I love that take. Best player.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you think about it, right? So who's the second best quarterback in the league?
I thought that just now.
I would say
Trevor.
Probably say Joe Burrow or Lamar.
Okay. Fine.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate either of those.
The difference between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar or Joe Burrow, is that bigger or smaller than the difference between Travis Kelce and the second best?
Who was the second best?
Probably George Kittle or
Andrews.
George Kittle or Mark Andrews. Is the difference bigger between Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson, or Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews?
Kelce and Andrews.
Personally, I think it's Mahomes.
Yeah, no, I get why you say that. I would probably say it, but yeah, that
wasn't even my one. I was gonna.
No, honestly, that was.
I hear you on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Again,
cool.
All of this is in honor of National Tight End Day.
Yeah. Cool.
The next one is Travis Kelce the best tight end of all time? Because there are some. Because when I was looking, because I saw lots of stuff on social media, and I was looking at some of the big names. I don't really.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I don't really remember. The only 2 I remember are Kelce and Gronk.
Yeah. There was Shannon Sharp too.
Yeah. So on this list here that they sent out was Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Antonio Gates was nuts. Your
Chargers
boy.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski. Travis Kelce. Obviously Taysom Hill.
No way was he on that list.
I think the only person I'd say is potentially better than him on that list is Gonzalez. Oh, the Gronk was nuts, but
Gronk was a freak.
Yeah, Gronk was a freak, but he had Brady.
Yeah.
He had
but
Brady.
Then Kelce had Mahomes.
We're talking about Mahomes in potentially the same light as Brady.
That's true.
In the future. So it's the same.
Do you know what? Maybe we need to stop thinking of it that way, because no good player is going to, like, no quarterback is going to have scrub receivers for his whole career. He's always going to have one good receiver, one good tight end. And again, one tight end is only going to look good because he has a good quarterback. Right?
Well, I guess the only reason you know that they're a good quarterback is because they eventually threw to somebody good. If you had trash receivers your whole time, you probably weren't considered a great quarterback because you had no one to throw to. But if you think Tony Gonzalez was nuts.
What era was he?
He probably finished. He must have retired 2012, 2013.
Okay.
So his big years were like mid 2000s.
It's before I got into the sport.
Yeah.
So
he was playing for the Falcons for a while, and he was really good for the Falcons. I don't know if that's a tough call. He's definitely top 3, easily top 3. You could have there's a pretty solid argument for him being the best ever. If he gets another Super Bowl, I think that's done.
Yeah.
I think if he gets another Super Bowl and he has another big performance in the Super Bowl, I think that's a no-brainer for me.
I mean, he'll have the same amount of Super Bowls as Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And I think he was a more talented tight end than Shannon Sharp anyway. I like Shannon Sharp. I'm not saying he's good. He was obviously sensational.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kelsey's nuts.
Yeah, I don't know Shannon Sharp as a player, but he's hilarious just as a human being.
Yeah.
As a pundit, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Random fact, he was the only tight end ever to be rated 100 on Madden.
When was they don't do 100 anymore? When did they start?
It was like 1999.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Fair play. That's my.
Oh, that was nice. No, we're good.
What in the world was that?
I thought it was
yeah, that is my bold take or my bold takes.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
They were bold. For sure.
That was very bold.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mine is in the theme of the Bills that we were talking about earlier. So I was just looking at the odds of the current division, that division. So Dolphins are favoured, then the Bills, and then way down Jets.
We're going to talk about the rest of it.
Patriots.
Yeah.
I think the Jets take second and the Bills drop down to third.
Do they still make the playoffs?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. Jets don't make the playoffs, but neither do the Bills.
Ooh. Alright, so who makes the playoffs out the other divisions then?
Some other guys. I haven't done the maths on all of it yet. Maybe the Jets sneak in, but like just in through the wild card.
Or all 4 teams in the AFC North.
Possibly.
I wonder what the money would be on that bet.
Wild to me.
Yeah.
To make the playoffs.
Because I think all the teams in that division are above 500.
No.
AFC North.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, the Bengals. I think the Bengals are bottom, and they are 3-3.
Oh yeah, because
they're on. On 500.
True.
Around 6, 6, 7.
Yeah, that might be too bold for my.
That's a bold take.
Yeah, that might be too bold.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, final segment, my bankers. So, why are you giving me that?
You haven't made me any money.
I just did. We're about to explain why I just did.
Okay.
I didn't
So,
really from it.
not yet. So, Thursday's results, we were fairly close, but a little bit disappointing. So, Josh Allen for the Jags didn't get his sack. Came really close a few times. We got paws on the quarterback like 3 times.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Pause
Big paws on him.
So close.
Yeah, he didn't take him down though. Lots of hits on Carr, but never got the sack. Olave got 7 receptions, but not enough for 75 yards, which was a shame. Being's got 7 receptions. You'd think that he'd get his 75, but finished up with like 57, I think, which was a bit of a letdown. So we missed out on that one. Sundays, though, we were very close. I can't believe Walker didn't get in the end zone. He had 2 rushing attempts from the 1 yard line and couldn't get in for our 12-1.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But we had my super ambitious, my fairly ambitious 27-1 3-part accumulator parlay. I love the use of parlay. Which was what, Dami? AJ Brown 125 and Mike Evans 75
yards. Yeah.
And then we got Hawkinson for 50 plus tonight for 27-1, but the first 2 already in the bag.
Nice.
Cash it out if you can, because I'm not 100% on Hawkinson, and to double your money feels like a lot to put in there.
Yeah.
So I can't cash out on the betting site I use, so I'm just stuck. And also didn't get anywhere near as good yards.
Yeah, you got 16.
Sorry, as good odds.
You got 16-1 because you use a worse betting app.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, so that one looks pretty good. Cash out if you can. So I already took about 14-1 off of that, which is nice. But I still think Hawkinson will get his 50 yards, so I think he'll still be solid. But he'll definitely get receptions because
national tight end, man. Everyone showed up.
And Jefferson's out. Like, who's he going to throw to? He's got no one else to throw to.
Addison.
Yeah, forget that guy, man.
Osborne.
So as always,
you just ignore it.
What else am I going to say? Hawkinson's a safety blanket.
Yeah.
You said that to me earlier.
Fair enough.
Guy says a lot off chat, and then when he gets into it, he wants to add me to his fix up list. I know you're going to add me to your fix up list.
100%, man.
I'm going to walk out for set.
Yeah.
So as usual, Thursday night tips are going to be up by the time this comes out, so you'll see those, and then Sundays will be up Saturday as always. So yeah, made a little bit of money this week so far. Looking pretty good. Almost on Kenneth Walker. Damn, really close. Well, you haven't made me yet.
Did you cash out as well on that one, or did you not put it on?
No, I forgot to put it on.
Yeah. Absolute clown.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of you made a little bit of money off that. I think I messaged you and said I did my prediction on it based on statistically what I thought AJ Brown would get, and I messaged these guys and said he was going to get 129.45. He finished up with 137.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone got anything else?
No. I think that's me.
Slightly longer one this week, but Kriski's back next week, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right. Peace.
Peace.